Hi and welcome to the vlog. I am back with a perimenopause and HRT update because I've not done one of those in quite some time, and today I have an extremely good reason to get on camera and do it and get it posted, because today a podcast episode with Dr Louise Newson went live, on which I'm the guest, and I'm super proud of it. It turned out so well. Honestly, we recorded it after one of Elin's hospitalizations, and when we were finished recording, I could not remember what we'd spoken about, and I was thinking, oh my God, was I even remotely coherent in this? But I was. It's actually turned out really well, and the topic of the conversation is perimenopause as a carer. What is it like going through perimenopause as a carer? What are, I suppose, additional challenges and additional considerations that come into it when you are caring about somebody who's completely dependent on you? You can get this podcast here on YouTube, and you can actually see my face and Dr. Louise Newson's face as we're talking to each other remotely, but still. And it's available on all major podcast platforms as well. So I'm going to add loads of links. I will link the video directly into this video, but I'm going to do that at the end. So just hang in there and you'll get the link and you can just jump straight through it. And I really do recommend listening to it, whether you are a parent carer, or just a carer in general, or even if you yourself live with cerebral palsy or any form of disability, and especially if you're a woman and you want to just hear a little bit about, the ways that hormones can affect you. We don't just talk about perimenopause as a parent carer. We even touch about perimenopause in cerebral palsy as well, because obviously cerebral palsy is the disability that Elin lives with, and so it's something that really interests me, and it's something that really interests Dr. Louise Newson. And she's done a presentation to women with cerebral palsy, and she's really looked into it, and I'm so impressed that she is so inclusive, and she's so holistic in her approach with all of this, that perimenopause and menopause doesn't just affect white middle class women. Maybe we should even say white middle class neurotypical women. It affects all women, and she makes a point of talking to everybody and talking about everybody, and I just love that about her. So if you haven't followed her podcast before, I really recommend that you do. I do have specific episodes that I think are super and well worth listening to. So yeah, if you want sort of my personal list of this is brilliant and this is brilliant, oh this is brilliant, then just look in the description field below, and I'm going to add that there. I also want to say a huge welcome to anybody who's coming to my vlog channel, ParentXP, and seeing me for the first time because you've seen or listened to the podcast that I did with Louise. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome here. I hope that you find what I share interesting, even if it's not, always perimenopause related, but also related to just my life as a single special needs mum. It's fantastic to have you here, and please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can see all of my videos when they come and you don't miss anything. I will ask you to leave the adverts running for a little bit before you skip them, because I make a small amount of money from my YouTube channel, and it makes a difference. And I would like to make a little bit more. The money is not why I do this, but it helps. It helps me. I would do this anyway, but it does help me. So there we are. My perimenopausal symptoms and how things have been progressing and changing lately, or over the course of me being on treatment, I believe it was in June last year that I started, and we're now end of April, so we're 3/4 of a year I've been on HRT now, and I'm not looking back. It's the change has been absolutely amazing. So I started with estrogen and progesterone, and I've had a period of needing to adjust how I took my estrogen and progesterone, and also what the dosage was. So I started off with patches, and I just didn't get on with the patches, so I changed over to gel and tablets, and I wasn't absorbing the gel as well as I was absorbing from the patches, so I've had to adjust my dose. And when I went over to the gel, I started with 2 pumps, and then I quite quickly adjusted that to 3 pumps. For a period, I went up to 4 pumps because my symptoms were creeping back in, and I wasn't feeling quite the amount of benefit that I was hoping for, and that I, at periods with the HRT, had. I am now back down to 3 pumps of estrogen, so I reduced that again, and the reason I reduced it is because of this. I am currently trialing testosterone as part of my HRT regimen. And I'm doing this privately, which is not sustainable for me in the long term, so I'm going to have to convince my GP to take over the testosterone prescription. And I hear that's challenging. To be fair, I heard that getting HRT in general is challenging, and I did not experience that. And so I'm hoping that I'll be able to put down a really good case for my GP as to why they should prescribe testosterone for me as part of my HRT regimen. But this is the little sachet of testosterone, and it's a little bit dodgy getting the right dose, because basically you need to make this sachet last for 8 days. And I tend to come out at 9 to 10 days, so I'm probably using a little bit too little. But on the other hand, I am feeling a huge improvement, even with the dose that I'm currently on. It's just because you sort of have to guess how much is 1/8 of this sachet. But it's not that difficult, and you get a feel for it after a while. You sort of go, yeah, it's roughly this amount, and you just rub it into your buttocks or the lower back. I rub the estrogen gel, I rub into my thighs, and then the progesterone I get as tablets, which I take for the second half of my cycle, throughout every cycle. Testosterone. Testosterone, at least the NHS guidelines, is that you can prescribe testosterone if a woman has severe negative impact of low libido due to perimenopause or menopause. So that's why you can get testosterone on the NHS. That is not all that testosterone does. And that's not even why I wanted to go on testosterone. I don't feel like my libido is that badly affected by my perimenopause. It definitely is, but it's not that bad. But testosterone is a fantastic mood regulator, and it gives you, yes, it has an impact on your libido, so let's call that lust. It has an impact on your lust, but not just your sexual lust, but also your lust for life, your oomph, your mojo, your get up and go, and that was what I was missing. And that is one of the reasons I wanted to try testosterone, was just to get some joy back. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy being with my kids. I want to enjoy going out. I want to enjoy seeing friends. Instead, all I had was this huge kind of gaping anxiety about going out and having to do things and having to be among people, or even when not anxious about it, just getting so tired from going out and being around people. And that wasn't really what I want. Testosterone also has an impact on muscle mass. And so a lot of women who are struggling with weight gain in perimenopause find that with testosterone, because it helps improve their muscle mass, it actually helps them lose weight, because the weight they're losing then isn't muscle, they're losing fat weight. I am not struggling being overweight, but I am massively struggling being underweight. I have a body that sheds weight as its coping mechanism, or as its go-to response to any form of stresses. If I'm ill, I lose weight. If I'm anxious, I lose weight. If I'm stressed, I lose weight. And I've been losing muscle mass as part of this. And as we all know, I have a daughter who requires a lot of manual handling and a lot of lifting and a lot of strength. And I don't really feel like I can afford to lose more muscle mass. I also have a physically extremely demanding job. And I just, with the weight that I've been losing and kept on losing, I've just felt like I've been getting weaker and weaker. And that was my other major reason for wanting to try testosterone. So one major reason was to get the lust for life back. And the second major reason was to help support muscle retention and weight gain in my case. My weight has crept up a little bit since I started it. I think it's, you can't really say when you're talking about weeks, a month. You can't really say whether it's actually worked that way, but sort of in these early stages, I seem to have put on about 1 kilo, and I'm really happy about that. And if that can continue a bit, that would be fantastic. So that is the major change. And also when I started testosterone, I was able to then reduce my estrogen again, because testosterone has, together with the estrogen, even further improved my anxiety levels, even further improved my fatigue, and general mood stability. And I'm definitely feeling more energetic, I'm feeling more positive. A few weeks ago, I went to a gig. I would not have gone to a gig a few months earlier. I would have chickened out. I would have come up with a reason why I couldn't go. And instead I went into London. I had a whole day in London. I went to a gig at Hammersmith, Event Team Apollo. I had a brilliant time. It was a super late night and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Instead of just feeling, oh my God, this is difficult, I felt, oh my God, this is amazing. So, yay! Yeah, so as I say, now I just need to convince my GP to take over my testosterone prescription. And that's tomorrow's Tova's problem, because, not even tomorrow, future Tova's problem, because there's a little bit too much going on in my life and Elin's life right now. And we're actually heading into hospital again, Elin and I, because she's got surgery. And, it's just certain things can sit to the side and just wait there while you deal with what's in front of you. You have to compartmentalize and you have to prioritize in life. So, but once Elin's back home, then that's something I'm going to get onto. Other areas of improvement, my skin has continued to improve since I started the HRT. The itchiness is gone. And the scaliness, I no longer have this sort of shedding snakeskin feeling of my skin. I used to scratch my legs and gouge out skin. It felt like lizard skin or snake skin that I was shedding. That's completely gone. My skin feels much more elastic and healthy. My hair, I don't know. First of all, my hair is in desperate need of a trim. I have dried and split ends, so it's in desperate need of a trim. What's going on with the colour at the moment, I can't say. I can't say if my hair is generally in a better state and healthier. It has definitely gotten wavier, and it responds very well to using wavy hair method when I wash it and I style it. So I think it's getting better. I think it's getting stronger, but also hair, really what you're looking at is the lengths of the hair is what's been going on, and so what's happening right now is at the scalp and root level, and I can't really tell yet whether my hair has gotten healthier and thicker and stronger. It's too early to say, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. PMS symptoms have continued to improve. I no longer have PMS symptoms for several days, 1 or 2 days before my period. My period cycle is now very regular, which it didn't used to be. So it's very regular. It's much easier to predict and know what's happening. And what else? Muscle and joint pain, I feel improvement as well. I will always have muscle and joint pain. I have chronic tendonitis as a repetitive strain injury because of my daughter's caring needs, but I feel like I bounce back quicker and I don't get injured as often, and I cope with more there. So, overall, I still think that HRT has really helped me. I think it's continuing to help me, and at this stage, I feel that testosterone was the missing piece of the puzzle, and I'm really, really positive about it. I really recommend that you either head on over and watch the Dr. Louise Newson Podcast YouTube episode that we recorded, which I'm linking into my video now, or if you prefer to listen to it on podcast, I'm going to add as many links in the description as I can, and just have a listen to that. And thank you ever so much, as always, for taking the time to watch my vlogs and being here with me. And also, as always, please leave a comment, say hello, share your experiences, and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you again very, very soon with updates on what's going on with my girls. Thank you. Bye.